Dorian, what are you doing? Kugel. The mirror is off limits while we are sitting Shiva.
Shiva? We're not Jewish.
Technically, I am. Maternally, through step Nora.
But Nora's not your mother.
This is no time for quibbling, Kelly. We are in mourning.
Who died?
No one.
That's why we're mourning.
So nobody died, but the two of you are grieving?
Yes. We're grieving.
For our vision of the future. Our hope for a world that is finally, blessedly free from someone who wishes us harm.
Still in the dark here.
Clint isn't kicking the bucket like we hoped.
What? Wait, but last I heard, the doctors were saying he had only weeks, maybe days.
That's before a suitable heart was found for transplant.
Oh, my God! That's wonderful!
Oh, for whom? That man had David locked up in a
medieval prison?
He is still Zane's great-grandfather, not to mention his other children and grandchildren love him very much despite his faults.
Mm-hmm. She's talking about Joey.
He and Clint have had their problems. But Joey would be devastated if he lost his father.
Since we're sitting Shiva, maybe we should actually sit.
I wonder if I should call Joey.
What for?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's a little worried about his father. He's getting a heart transplant. He's not getting his teeth cleaned. Things can go wrong.
I'm sure he's getting support from his mother and sisters.
Not to mention that little blonde wife of his. Yowza.
David, a lot has happened since you've been away.
Making celluloid history.
Honey.
Sitting Shiva's hard.
So much has happened that Aubrey is no longer an issue.
What does that mean?
It means that since Aubrey married Joe for mercenary reasons, now that Joe is aware of that, it's just a matter of time before divorce papers are filed.
Talk about bad timing, huh, Kelly? If you were all hooked up with John McBain, you'd be the perfect shoulder for Joey to cry on.
John and I are no longer seeing each other.
Since when?
Since we decided we were better off as friends.
What a shame.
Please. You're thrilled.
Yes, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled because now you can get back together with Joe.
It's too late for Joey and me.
Look, Brody.
Feel your pain.
What?
Oh, you free yourself from John. You go running to Joe, expecting to be welcomed with open arms, and again, he casts you aside.
Oh.
How many times has that guy dumped you? You probably can't count that high.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but Joey is not the one who dumped me. I am the one who put on the brakes.
You rejected him?
He asked for another chance. The way he did it was beautiful. He said everything I've ever wanted to hear, but...
But what?
I didn't want to be his rebound, and that's what I told him.
Wow. How shocked was he?
Shocked. But he didn't want to give up. He even promised that he'd move heaven and earth to win me back. And nothing's moved yet.
Kelly, if I don't say this, who will? That's the stupidest thing you have ever done in your life.
What are you... Did you just call me stupid?
If the shoe fits, Cinderella, you had Joe in the palm of your hand.
And instead of saying, oh, my prince has come, you're making him drop and give you 50. Nice. You've obviously learned from the master. Make him work for it.
Are you telling her to take a page from my book?
Yeah, I am.
That is stupid. Honey, do as I say, not as I do. Do you love Joe? Do you?
Yes, of course I do.
And now you know that he loves you, too. He just couldn't act on it until now.
Yes, because he made a choice. Because he married Aubrey.
So what do you want him to do? Huh? Wear sackcloth and ashes the rest of his life?
Is sackcloth burlap? Because I had to wear burlap in Morocco.
Atonement. Really? If you want Joe to atone, he can atone just as well with you as without you.
Okay, I'm sold.
Okay, that makes one of us. Where are you going?
I've already told you, I'm sitting Shiva.
And I am going to call Joe. I'm going to get him over here so you can get him back.
Hello?
Oh, Vicky, I was calling Joe.
Oh, yeah, well, he's in with Clint. He asked me to answer his phone.
I see. I'm sorry. I thought Clint was on the operating table. Oh. Oh, dear. That is a lot to absorb. Well, I had no idea, and I'm very sorry. Bye-bye.
What's going on?
Clint's transplant didn't come through. He's not getting a new heart. Where are you going?
To see Joey.
David, where are you going? Honey, what are you doing?
Shiv is over. We get to look in the mirror again. The cowboy's dead.
I think I'm going to go lie down.
All alone?
Just for a little while.
All right, well, while you're up there, I'm going to put bubbly on ice so we can toast to a brave new world without you-know-who.
Start without me.
Hold on a second, baby. Is there something wrong? We're talking about the man who kidnapped me from our wedding, sent me halfway across the world, and left me to rot like a filthy farm animal.
I know that, David, but I just don't want Clint dead.
Sure you do.
I wanted him stopped, yes. I wanted him destroyed, absolutely. But if he dies, his blood is on my hands.
Clint, not your fault.
I was there, David, when he was having his heart attack. He begged me to call an ambulance.
Like I begged him not to leave me wallowing in a stinking, filthy jail cell?
He was gasping for breath, and I refused to lift a finger to help him until he admitted what he knew about Echo and her lies.
Good for you.
It's one thing to wish somebody gone. It's quite another to refuse to help save a life, especially for me. I'm a doctor. I took an oath.
You called the ambulance. You kept him breathing until the EMTs got there, am I right?
Yes, but
No buts. If it weren't for your medical skills, we would have been rid of Clint a long time ago, months ago. So next time, please, try not to be such a good Samaritan.
you're right. I should stick with what I'm good at, being bad.
The way I like it.
So, why don't you whisper in my ear all the bad things I do so well?
I'm going to get rid of that person, and I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to tell you.
Don't take long. I love you.
Love you too, baby. What the hell are you doing here?